Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? It's time for another exciting video from RK Loves Gadgets. It's been a while since I've done some videos. I think it was probably about November or December time when I did my last video. This is obviously because, you know, we've been in lockdown with this COVID-19 pandemic and everything. But hopefully as the year goes on it should start to get a little bit better, so that'll be good. Anyway, today what I want to do a video about is okay. So I know many of you have probably seen both of these before. It's these two. I want to do a comparison video of the triangle talking clocks I have. I know many of you have already seen these before and obviously already know the difference. But I just want to basically, for those of you who had watched my Rossar TC8 talking clock video and had never seen the Cobalt Speechmaster T10 talking clock when I mentioned it, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video demonstrating these two clocks and the difference between them. Well, the first thing you'll notice straight away is they are different in colour. This is the one on the left is the Cobalt Speechmaster T10 talking clock, and you'll see that one's white, and the button on the top is black. The one on the right is the Rossar TC8 talking clock, and you'll see that this one is black, and it's got a cream colour button on the top, and it's got cream around the base. And anyone that's never seen both of them together may wonder if the voice may sound the same. Well, they don't actually. I'm going to press the one on the left.
9:45 a.m.
Okay, and now I'm going to press the one on the right.
It's 9:43 a.m.
So you'll notice a difference there. I'm going to turn these over for you. I'm going to stand them up like this so you can have a good look at the screen and the controls. I'm just going to stand them up like this. And yes, a little heads up about the Rossar TC8 talking clock. Actually, you may think it looks in a better condition than what you saw previously. I actually managed to find a talking clock. I managed to find another Rossar TC8 talking clock on eBay, probably about 30 quid. I can't remember how much the postage was. I did like that. I was very successful with the other Rossar TC8 that I did back in November 2020, 6th of November. Although I did a really good job at fixing the switches on that one, that volume switch was still rather dodgy. I mean, I found a couple of times if I put it on high volume and press the button, I got a slight delay before the announcement. I didn't really like that, so I aimed to find another Rossar TC8 talking clock in a better condition, and I met my goal and managed to find one in much better condition. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So I can actually now use it without a problem. Anyway, so looking at these, you'll see that they both take 4 AA batteries. So this is the Cobalt Speechmaster T10 talking clock right there. Hope I've got the right angle there. Just move these over a bit, just making sure the angle's right. So that's 4 AA batteries on, and then here's the 4 AA batteries in this one. Now the batteries came the batteries, when I ordered this on eBay, the batteries were included in the sale, so one of them may be different to the others, but it still works fine. Now, one thing you will notice straight away is that the switches are completely different, the controls are different. On the Cobalt Speechmaster, you have the volume switch. It has 3 positions. The one next to that is the mode switch that switches between the time and alarm, the time set, and then you've got the lock position, and then you've got the alarm set, and then you've got hour and minute, and then you've got the alarm switch button, the alarm switch, sorry, so which turns the alarm on and off. and then over to the Ross RTC8, you'll see you've got the volume switch.
It's 9:46 a.m.
So you've got high and low. You've got hourly report switch, and then you've got your alarm switch for switching between the two alarm sounds that they had. And then you've got reset, and then you've got alarm set, and then hour and minutes. And display-wise, you'll notice that the Cobalt Speechmaster T10 talking clock has a really small display. I don't know if you can see it, but the Ross RTC8 talking clock has a slightly larger display. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit bigger, and the digits are more clearer and bolder. So that is pretty cool. And the alarm sounds. So going through the alarm sounds, the Cobalt Speechmaster talking clock has 3 alarm sounds. I'll just take you through them. Oh. So that's that one. And then I'm check for alarm sounds on this one. You have 2 alarms. You only have 2 alarm sounds on this one. You have this switch here switches between them. You can crow like a cockerel.
It's 9:48 a.m.
So basically, you press and hold the button on the top in order to keep holding the button down, and then after the time announcement, you'll hear the alarm sound. And now, if I switch it over,
it's 9:48 a.m.
and you've got a beep alarm tone. They both this Cobalt Speechmaster has a little sticker on the battery cover, and on the bottom it says excuse me a minute. I don't know if that's just made in Taiwan. The Ross RTC8 is made in Taiwan as well. So stand them up. You'll see that the difference. Just turn them around so you can see the writing, the printing on the plastic there. So although they're very much the same design, they look, you know, they look different, and they're completely different on the inside, and so they are quite different to one another. And this actually makes me quite curious, because you got your Ross RTC8 talking clock, and then you got your Cobalt Speechmaster T10, and I actually want to show you a third one that I have. See this one right here. This one, you can see this one. You see, it's a very similar triangle design, much like the other two, but you'll see this one's a lot small. This one's a bit smaller. Now, I was kind of surprised when I found this on eBay, and you know, I was kind of surprised. I didn't realise you could get a third one. And I didn't realise you can get a small one. I'd say you could probably call this more of a mini version. I'd say, and also because of the controls it has, I would say it's probably more of a closer relative of the Cobalt Speechmaster T10. You'll see that it's got very much the same controls and probably the same size display. I'm not sure, but this one is made by Voicer. And I think it's an RT10. I'll just show you the back. You see right here it says Voicer, and this one takes 3 AA batteries instead of 4. And you'll see that this one has the controls on the front instead of on the underside. So that's a bit more convenient actually. And you've got the display just above it. Now this is another thing that surprised me when I first got this one. I got this also on eBay back in December, I think. But it's got so basically, if anyone's thinking it may have the same voice chip as the Cobalt Speechmaster T10, I had the same. I thought exactly the same thing as well. But when I installed the batteries and powered it up, I found that it does not sound like that at all. In fact, I'm going to press the top of you. Press the top for you, and you can hear what it sounds like.
9:52 a.m.
Yeah, you'll notice it's different altogether. And you see that the you got this one has an hourly report, in which the Cobalt Speechmaster T10 didn't. I think this is a voice MT10, I believe. Yeah, but I just love the fact that it's smaller than what you would expect. You know, for a triangle talking clock. And this is why I'm curious, because I would like, because it makes me wonder. So, you know, you've got this, and then the Cobalt Speechmaster, and then the Ross. It makes me wonder if there are other companies other talking clock brands out there that maybe make talking clocks, or did make talking clocks with this same or equivalent triangle design. I would like anyone watching this video to maybe shoot me a comment in the comment field, and let me know if you know that if there are other talking clock brands that made triangle talking clocks much like this or the other two, and if there's any of you that are a UK eBay seller, feel free to send me the link if you're selling a talking clock of that particular, made by that particular company. Shoot me the link to your eBay store, so I'll be able to, you know, have a look and see if I can purchase it if it's any different. So I want to show you how the alarm works. So much like the Cobalt Speechmaster, you move the switch up to the alarm set. So you've got the same lock in the middle, and then you've got down is the time set, and then up is alarm set, and then you've got the same. Now when you press the buttons on this one, you notice it doesn't speak the time, it just makes beeping noises. I kind of like that sound actually, because it sounds like some kind of old video game.
Alarm 7:25 a.m.
So you have to basically get press the top to get the alarm time to see where you are. I'm just going to set this alarm for you to show you what it sounds like.
Alarm 9:51 a.m.
Just show you.
9:55 a.m.
Okay.
Alarm 9:56 a.m.
Okay. Alarm.
Alarm on 9:55 a.m.
Okay. So I've set the alarm for 9:56. I just wanted you to hear what it sounds like. There's two alarm sounds again, just two. You've got two alarm sounds on it. You'll hear the first one in a minute. I've set it. The first one, cockerel sound.
9:56 a.m.
You'll notice it does two cockerel sounds.
9:56 a.m.
Press the top to stop it. So it has two cockerel sounds by the sound of it, because the first one sounds a bit slower, and then the second time it sounds a bit more faster and higher pitched. Now the other,
Alarm on.
you can move the switch down. So the middle is off, and you've got two alarm on. So I'm going to show you what the second.
Alarm 9:57 a.m.
I'm going to set it to 9:57, and I'm going to show you what the other one sounds like, and I guess some people may find it amusing as well. I don't know. There you go. I'm not sure what that is, but that is quite interesting.
Alarm off.
Now you've got this switch over here. It's an hourly report, but it also changes the volume. And this clock is very loud as well. It's not. You've got a low, so this is low volume.
9:57 a.m.
So that's a little bit quieter.
9:57 a.m.
And if you move it all the way up, you've got an hourly report. Now the hourly report is quite interesting as well. I'm going to put it on, and hopefully my camera's got enough time for me to show you this, because obviously it's 10 o'clock in a couple of minutes, so I should be able to have enough time to record this, record this sound for you, so you can hear what it sounds like. And I'll just check if the camera's still recording. Yep. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the bottom again. So this is, I'm holding it upside down. There we go. I'm going to take this off and show you that this takes 3 AA batteries as opposed to the others taking 4. So, and if I could do a top 3 of the talking clock, of the triangle talking clock I like best, I would say number 3 would be the my least favourite. Number 3 would be the Cobalt Speechmaster T10. So you got that, and it does seem to show up. From time to time when on eBay from time to time when I'm browsing. So that seems to be quite easy to find. But I would say it doesn't. If you like a talking clock that has an hourly report, then you probably avoid that one because it doesn't have an hourly report. But it does have everything else you need, and I believe it may still be on the market as well. And and then at number 2 will be this Voicer one. I'm not sure how rare or common it is, but this was the only time I ever found one, and this is the one that I actually have. And it's quite amusing with what it can do, because it's got an hourly report, it's got 2 alarms, and that.
10 a.m.
And that's your hourly report. I love that. I really like that because it sounds just like it kind of sounds like some sort of doorbell chime. That's what it sounds like. It kind of chimes like a doorbell. So I like that. So number 2 would be this Voicer. Number 1, my most favourite, just has to be the Ross RTC8 talking clock. And I'll tell you now, I cannot seem to get enough of that one, because obviously, as I said in the video I did with the Ross RTC8, it sounds exactly the same to the talking clock that Lachlan T 1984 owned. And I still haven't heard from him yet since I uploaded that video. I haven't heard from him yet about in response to my requests and questions I had about it. So I hope I get a response soon. And that's the Ross RTC8. Going off at 10 o'clock there. So yeah, that's my comparison of these triangle talking clocks. And like I said, if anybody out there does anyone out there know if there's any other companies that make triangle talking clocks like this aside from Cobalt Speechmaster or Ross or Voicer? Because these are the 3 that I know of. But but I would like to know if there's any other brands that make talking clocks in this sort of design. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you know, and also I'd love a link to to your eBay store if you're selling one. And so yeah, because like I said, you've got the Cobalt Speechmaster, which like I said shows up on eBay from time to time, so that must be quite common. I'm not sure how common or rare the Voicer MT10 one is, but I think the Ross RTC8 must be the rare one, because it seems to be quite hard to find. It's rarely shown up on eBay at all, and So yeah, if you really want a good a talking clock that has hourly report and everything, then I would recommend you go for either the Boyster or the Ross RTC8 if you manage to find one. Because I would say the Ross RTC8, because for those of you who love the sound of retro speech synthesizers, yes, I would definitely go for that one, because that one's my favourite, and I'm sure you will probably like it as well. I know some people probably won't. I know some people might think the voice synthesizer may sound a bit junky and not hard to understand, but but for those of you who like that sort of thing, then by all means go for the Ross RTC8. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covered everything I want to show you in this video. I think I've pretty much covered everything from start to finish. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on push notifications. And see you all very soon. And keep safe.